Today, the music world stands in silence. A legend is gone. Bob Weir, the man whose music touched millions of hearts, has left this world. For decades, his voice, his guitar, and his spirit gave people comfort, joy, and hope. His songs were not just music. They were feelings, memories, and stories of life. Fans all over the world felt a deep pain when they heard the news of his passing. It felt like losing a close friend, even for people who never met him. His life was long, full of music, love, and meaning. But his absence now feels heavy. At his funeral, something happened that no one will ever forget. The room was quiet. People were holding back tears. And then John Mayer stepped forward. He did not come as a superstar. He came as a student, a friend, and a man with a broken heart. His tribute was simple, honest, and full of emotion. Every note he played carried love and respect for Bob Weir. Some people closed their eyes. Some people cried. Some people held each other's hands. It was a moment that felt bigger than words. This tribute was not just a song. Was a goodbye? Was a thank you? Was a promise that Bob Weir's music will never die. John Mayer's performance touched everyone in the room and millions more who later heard about it. Many people said they had never seen something so pure and emotional at a funeral. It reminded everyone of the power of music to heal pain and bring people together. In this video, we will take you through the life of Bob Weir, the story behind his final days, and the stunning tribute by John Mayer that left the world in tears. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear is not just a story of loss. It is a story of love, legacy, and a friendship that changed music forever. Bob Weir was not just a musician. He was a storyteller, a dreamer, and a man who changed the sound of modern rock music. Born in 1947, Bob grew up with a love for music and a strong sense of curiosity. As a young man, he met Jerry Garcia. Together, they formed a band that would later become world famous, the Grateful Dead. At first, few people could imagine how big their journey would become. But Bob's guitar style, his calm voice, and his deep connection to music helped shape a new kind of sound that mixed rock, folk, blues, and long, free-flowing performances. The Grateful Dead were not like other bands. They did not just play songs. They created experiences. Their concerts were long, full of surprises, and different every night. Bob Weir became known for his unique rhythm guitar style and his thoughtful way of performing. He did not try to be flashy. He focused on feeling, timing, and emotion. Fans loved him because he felt real and honest. His music was not about fame or money. It was about connection, freedom, and sharing something special with others. Over the years, Bob Weir helped write and perform many songs that became classics. His voice carried warmth and meaning. His lyrics often spoke about life, love, loss, and the human spirit. People from different generations found comfort in his music. Some fans followed the Grateful Dead from city to city, building a strong and loyal community. Bob respected these fans deeply. He often said that the audience was just as important as the band. For him, music was a shared journey. Even after the Grateful Dead ended their original run, Bob Weir never stopped making music. He continued to perform, create new projects, and tours with different bands. One of the most important chapters of his later life was Dead in Company, where he played alongside younger musicians, including John Mayer. This showed Bob's open heart and his love for passing music to the next generation. He did not hold on to the past. He welcomed change and growth. Bob Weir was also known for his calm personality and peaceful nature. He spoke slowly, thoughtfully, and with kindness. He cared deeply about the environment, human rights, and living a meaningful life. Many people saw him not just as a rock star, but as a wise and gentle soul. His life was full of music, service, and deep relationships. This is why his passing felt so painful to so many people. The world did not just lose a musician. It lost a symbol of peace, creativity, and unity in his final years. Bob Weir continued to live a life filled with music and quiet strength. Even as he grew older, he never lost his love for performing. He still came on stage with a gentle smile, holding his guitar like an old friend. His voice became softer with time, but it carried even more emotion and meaning. Fans noticed that he moved more slowly, but his passion for music was still alive. Every performance felt special, as if he was sharing something personal and deep with the audience. Bob faced health challenges, but he never made a big show of them. He kept his private life calm and respectful. He did not complain or ask for sympathy. Instead, he focused on the things that mattered most to him: music, family, and meaningful connections. He continued to work with Dead & Company and other projects, showing the world that age could not stop his creative spirit. Many people admired his strength and quiet courage during these years. In interviews, Bob spoke about life, aging, and the beauty of every moment. He said that music kept him feeling young inside. He believed that every day was a gift and that love and kindness were more important than fame. He often thanked his fans for their loyalty and support. He knew that without them, his journey would not have been possible. These words now feel even more powerful after his passing. As time went on, Bob began to slow down his schedule. He spent more time with his family and close friends. He enjoyed simple things like peaceful mornings, long talks, and quiet evenings. He reflected on his long career with gratitude, not pride. He felt thankful for the life he had lived and the people he had met. Those close to him said he was at peace and content. His final years were not loud or dramatic. They were calm, meaningful, and full of love. When the news of Bob Weir's passing was shared, the world seemed to stop for a moment. Fans woke up to messages filled with sadness and disbelief. Many people could not accept that the man who had been part of their lives for decades was gone. Social media quickly filled with photos, videos, and heartfelt words. People shared stories of concerts they had attended, songs that changed their lives, and memories that would never fade. Musicians from all over the world shared their grief. Some called him a legend. Some called him a teacher. Some called him a brother. Many said that Bob's music helped them find their own path. His bandmates spoke about his kindness, his wisdom, and his deep love for music. They said that the world had lost not just a great artist, but a beautiful human being. Fans gathered in different cities to honor him. Some lit candles. Some played his songs softly. Some stood in silence, holding hands and remembering his life. For many people, Bob Weir was more than a musician. He was part of their personal history. His passing felt like the end of an era. The sadness was heavy, but so was the love. Messages of gratitude came from every corner of the world. People thanked him for the music, the memories, and the comfort he gave them. Even in death, Bob Weir brought people together. His life reminded everyone that music never truly dies. It lives on in hearts, memories, and shared moments. Bob Weir's funeral was a quiet and emotional gathering. The place was filled with a soft silence that felt heavy with love and sadness. Family members, close friends, fellow musicians, and longtime fans came together to say goodbye. People dressed simply and respectfully. Many held small photos, flowers, or personal items that reminded them of Bob. The mood was calm, gentle, and full of deep respect. There was a feeling of unity in the room. Even though everyone came from different backgrounds, they were all connected by Bob's music and spirit. Some people whispered memories to each other. Some sat quietly with their heads lowered. Some wiped tears from their eyes. It was not a loud or dramatic event. It was peaceful and thoughtful, just like Bob's personality. Soft music played in the background. A few people shared short words about Bob's life, his kindness, and his influence. They spoke about his honesty, his calm nature, and his love for music. There were moments of silence where no one spoke at all. In those moments, people reflected on what Bob meant to them personally. It felt like time had slowed down. The funeral was not about fame or show. It was about love, gratitude, and memory. There were no big speeches or long performances at first. It was simple and sincere. People felt that Bob would have liked it this way. The gathering honored who he truly was, not just as a famous musician, but as a gentle and meaningful human being. John Mayer and Bob Weir shared a special bond that went beyond music. When they first met, John was already a successful artist, but he felt like a student around Bob. He admired Bob's wisdom, his calm nature, and his deep understanding of music. Bob welcomed John with kindness and respect. He did not treat him like a stranger or a younger artist. He treated him like a true partner. Their relationship grew stronger when they began working together in Dead & Company. Bob saw something honest and emotional in John's playing. John saw Bob as a mentor and a guide. They spent long hours rehearsing, talking, and learning from each other. Bob shared stories from his past, lessons about music, and thoughts about life. John listened carefully and with deep respect. John often said that playing with Bob changed his life. He said that Bob taught him patience, feeling, and the true meaning of music. It was not about showing skill. It's about touching hearts. Bob believed in John's talent and encouraged him to trust his own voice. This support meant a lot to John. Over time, their bond became like family. They traveled together, performed together, and shared many quiet moments behind the scenes. John felt grateful for Bob's friendship. He often spoke about how kind and gentle Bob was in private. When Bob passed away, John felt a deep personal loss. It was not just the loss of a music legend. It was the loss of a mentor, a friend, a father-like figure in his life. When John Mayer stood up to give his tribute, the room became completely silent. Everyone felt that something special was about to happen. John looked calm on the outside, but his eyes showed deep emotion. He took a slow breath before beginning. He did not speak much. He let the music speak for him. The song he chose was close to Bob Weir's heart. It carried memories, love, and meaning. As John started to play, his voice was soft and gentle. Every word sounded personal. Every note felt heavy with feeling. Some people in the room lowered their heads, some closed their eyes. Some could not stop their tears. John's hands trembled slightly, but he kept going. It was clear that this was not just a performance. It was a goodbye from a broken heart. There were moments when John paused between lines. His voice became quiet. His eyes filled with tears. But he continued, showing strength and respect. The way he sang showed how deeply he loved and honored Bob. It felt like he was speaking directly to him through the music. The song became a message of gratitude, love, and farewell. When the song ended, no one clapped at first. The silence lasted a few seconds, but it felt very long. People were holding their breath. Then someone softly began to clap. Slowly, everyone joined. It was not loud or excited applause. It was slow, gentle, and full of respect. John nodded quietly and stepped back. Many people said they had never felt such deep emotion from a simple song before. The song John Mayer chose was full of deep meaning. Every lyric felt like it was written for Bob Weir. The words spoke about journeys, friendship, time, and saying goodbye. They reminded people of Bob's long life in music and his peaceful way of living. Some lines spoke about walking a long road and reaching a place of rest. This matched Bob's life story in a quiet and beautiful way. There were lyrics about light, love, and memories that never fade. These words showed how Bob's spirit would live on in his music and in the hearts of his fans. When John sang those lines, many people felt chills. It felt like Bob was still present in the room through the music. Some fans noticed small details in the way John performed the song. He changed the tempo slightly. He held certain words longer. He softened his voice in emotional parts. These small changes showed that this tribute was personal. It was not about perfect singing. It was about honest feeling. The lyrics also spoke about gratitude and peace. They showed acceptance of loss, not anger or fear. This reflected Bob Weir's calm personality and his views about life. the song became more than a tribute. It became a message about love, memory, and the beauty of a life well lived. After John Mayer's tribute, the music world responded with deep emotion and respect. Musicians from many different styles and generations shared their feelings. Some said they were moved to tears when they heard about the performance. Others said it was one of the most honest and beautiful tributes they had ever seen. Many artists thanked John for honoring Bob, or in such a gentle and meaningful way. Social media filled with messages of love and remembrance. Fans shared videos, photos, and personal stories about Bob. People wrote about the first time they heard a Grateful Dead song, or the first concert they ever attended. Some said Bob's music helped them through hard times in their lives. Others said his songs were part of their happiest memories. The tribute made many people feel closer to Bob again, even after his passing. Famous musicians called Bob a legend, a pioneer, and a kind soul. They spoke about his influence on their own music. Some said they would not be the artists they are today without Bob's work. His bandmates shared emotional words about their friendship and long journey together. They said Bob was not only a great musician, but also a loving and loyal friend. The tribute also brought younger fans into Bob Weir's world. Many people who had never listened to his music before became curious. They started exploring his songs and learning about his life. In this way, John Mayer's tribute helped introduce Bob's legacy to a new generation. Even in death, Bob Weir continued to bring people together through music. Bob Weir's legacy is not just in his songs. It is in the hearts of the people he touched. His music spoke about freedom, love, and the journey of life. He showed that music does not have to follow strict rules. It can be open, creative, and full of feeling. This way of thinking changed the music world forever. Many musicians today still follow Bob's style and spirit. His work with the Grateful Dead and Dead & Company inspired countless artists. He proved that age does not stop creativity. Even in his later years, he continued to perform and share his gift with the world. This taught people that passion has no limit. Bob also left behind a message of peace and kindness. He cared about people, nature, and living a meaningful life. Fans remember him not just as a rock star, but as a gentle and wise human being. His calm voice, thoughtful words, and honest music will always be remembered. His songs will continue to be played, shared, and loved for generations. His story will continue to inspire people who believe in the power of music. Bob Weir may be gone, but his spirit will live on in every note, every memory, and every heart he touched. Bob Weir's life was a gift to the world. Through his music, he shared love, hope, and deep meaning. He showed people how to live freely, kindly, and honestly. His journey was long and beautiful, and his songs became part of millions of lives. Even though he's no longer with us, his voice and spirit will never be forgotten. John Mayer's tribute was not just a performance. It was a message of gratitude and love. It showed the deep bond between a mentor and a student, between two musicians who shared respect and friendship. That moment reminded everyone that music can express feelings that words cannot. It can heal pain and bring comfort in times of loss. As we remember Bob Weir, let us also remember the lessons he left behind. Life is short. Love deeply. Be kind. Follow your passion. Share your gift with the world. Bob lived this way, and that is why his legacy is so strong. Thank you for watching this story. If Bob Weir's music touched your life in any way, share your memories in the comments. Let us honor his life together. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this story with others who love music and meaningful stories. Music never dies. It lives on through us.